danger in 1-1 either because the Iritha was picked up. At least Beloyski's still smiling, right?
Yeah.
So
By
you
the
can
way, talking about Beloyski, is he still injured?
I don't know.
Or
I
is
don't
he
think that he's
okay?
getting better this season.
it's something that he has been dealing with for a while, apparently, like that carpal tunnel. He's just been diagnosed now. So now he knows that he has it.
Have you experienced it?
What, carpal tunnel?
Like, how does that feel? Because I kind of feel
Like cramping?
maybe.
So if you... This is better with a visual. We'll talk about it later with a visual.
Okay. Meanwhile, we're gonna go straight into the draft for, I'm sorry, Sheffin, potentially the last game in this upper bracket series. Game number 3, presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy A36 5G. With Geek on the blue side yet again, will we be seeing changes in the draft on the first phase?
Oh,
Kimmy ban.
Kimmy!
And there it is, the Kimmy gets banned out.
Okay, so this technically does enable them to go for the same picks again because they won't be facing off against the same opponents, right? So technically there are differences there. The choice, Hayabusa has been left up for grabs. So Geek fam, this is a dangerous game. If they want to go for the chip, maybe they want to counter the chip or counter the Haya with the chip. Onic, they always ban Juicin and the Faramis here, but I don't know if they want to ban out the Faramis again because they didn't go with Wanwan earlier anyways, right?
Is it possible they just go Hayabusa themselves?
If it's
Geek
not
fam?
picked?
Yeah.
First pick Haya, I think they'd much rather go for first pick Kalea or Chip over the Hayabusa, to be fair.
Do you think, no matter what Geek picked,
There you go.
do you think Onic can go Baksha and Irithel right away? Or is that too greedy?
Who? Geek?
Onic. For the first two picks.
I think that we can see the Harith come in, the Moskov as well. I think it
Oh
might
yeah,
be
you're at
too
Harith
greedy,
is
but
global.
it's not bad. It's not bad for sure. Geek Fam Chip, Baksha, Kalea, those are the first picks that I would have in my mind right now if I was Geek Fam. It would just be between those three. They go for the Kalea. They are going for the straightforward approach. Onic. Will they go Chip or will they... Do they even go Baksha at this point? I don't know. I don't think so.
I think it's either one of two. You cannot pick those two at the same time. Well, you can, but like... And Onic made it work. They picked Luoyi and also a chip. That's an overload of teleporter, but they made it work with the Kaja too. So maybe they can, you know, play with this heavy rotation kind of play style with the Baksha already.
The Hayabusa is still open.
Yeah.
Wait, no, yeah, you're right.
I think it should be the Chip and the Haya then, right? They should be setting up for a Kyrie game. To gank across the map. The Kalea can be... Oh, what? Huh?
That's wait, you know what? I don't know, but my take,
Yeah,
this might actually be experimental.
this is, I think so. Claude and the Chip, they're trying to utilize the Geek Fam formula that failed. And oh, if they win, this is a big blow to Geek Fam for sure. But Geek Fam, stick to their guns and play the normal comp, right? Like, you don't need to go for anything too crazy. You see these picks, but you don't need to get shaken. The Harith makes
Harith
a
and
lot of
Fredrin,
sense.
right?
Wins up against the Claude as well.
The immortal one shows me to vanquish
Whoa! Well,
Fan of that. The Eve can come out now for Onic if they want to.
you said that
The Valentina.
stick to what works, and these three are pretty much what the heroes that identified with
Not the
themselves.
Faramis. I mean, yes, with a boy, but not in the regular season. What? Did we even get to see a Faramis in the regular season?
I think so. At
Once
least
or a few times, but I believe it was pretty bad, right? Like, 50% win rate for a boy on the Faramis.
Okay.
It's not the best choice in the Eve. Still up for grabs for Onic if they really want to shut down the Faramis. They can also go Valentina. Later on, they can go Edith if they want to in the XP as well. A lot of options. But I think the Hayabusa is, again, an option they can still go for at this point, right? Yeah. Haya.
Okay, finally that's right.
Yeah. No more curveballs, at least in the last pick on the red side. Now,
Why do you think there's so much change coming in from Geek?
well, they need to.
yeah, I think this is a bit crazy, though. I'm not a fan of the Faramis in this current meta. Onic, they also kind of have a way to deal with it. They banned out the Faramis in the last 2 games. The Claude is actually pretty good against the Faramis, so
Yeah.
if we want to talk about why they go Claude, I guess they were anticipating the Faramis pick already. That's why they also didn't go for the Valen of the Eve, just because they already have a Claude to kind of deal with that later on. Now, mid lane and XP for Onic, and for Geek Fam, it's the gold lane and a possible, should be XP. Could be a Badang still for Geek Fam in the roaming department, and that's why Onic just ban out the Granger. I think the Harith will come in next, right?
Yeah.
Valen ban, there you go.
I wonder why it's Granger instead of just Badang and Harith, because it's always Badang every time Beloski encounters this chip.
Yeah.
Like, what else is there for him to be able to kind of like be reactive towards this chip? Like a Tig? Like a
Cho?
Kalea too? Like, it's not really that good either.
They
The
can't
Cho
go Cho Kalea. Could be like a, yeah.
and put something that, like, where's the burst coming from though? I guess Suyo can take that place in a mid game.
Against the chip, so we've seen Gatot.
Whoa.
Oh. With a Haya and a Claude, I would expect the Wanwans would let go.
It should be an easy Harith and Badang, right?
Yeah, that definitely fits the bill right now for Geek Fam. Harith and the Badang definitely fits. Have some AoE. Could be a Gatot Kacha too, by the
Yep.
way. Right? I think that's a good shout there. Boom, there you go. Valentina and Eve, the two picks that I thought would be shown up by Onic. Now it's been taken away. No, none of the carries. Valentina, Yi, Farsa, Kimi, 4 bans to Sans.
What does Lutfi play here?
I think he has to play a bit more tanky here.
Yeah.
No more of the CCs. Something that can...
I think the Edith works.
But the fact that it's not been present, even in the regular season, I don't think it's going to be an Edith. But I do like the shout.
I don't think we're going to see Glue here with the Faramis already picked up.
Hey, who knows?
Do you think like
They,
Badang,
they did it
Gatot?
against DL, right?
Badang, Gatot not so much. Maybe actually Gatot's not bad either. Yeah, there's a lot of
Taking away
options
as
right
well
now.
from Geek.
A lot of options. They can go with whatever at this point. Like it's all really good.
Benedetta?
Oh my lord!
That's Sansa's signature
I love
pick!
it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Oh
my
my lord.
lord.
Yo.
Oh my lord, this is Sansa's legit
Oh man,
signature pick.
So good.
I see Lilia, I see Sans.
Dude, and it's against the Faramis too. It's a damage dealer.
AoE,
It's AoE. It's
Safe.
good against a Suyo.
exactly.
Oh man, like I mean, I have been talking
Good
about this.
clear.
I've been talking about this with my friends as we've just been playing ranked games, right? Like, why isn't the Lilia up against the Baxia Fredrin? It really looks like a hero that should work, and we finally see it here. Not against the Fredrin or Baxia, but against the Faramis. Maybe an even better choice. XP pick for Onic up against the Hilda as well. The Hilda is not bad at all against the Hayabusa and the Lilia, I believe. I'm not too sure how it does with the Lilia. It's been a while since I've seen Lilia. But XP.
It shouldn't be too big of a problem against Lilia, right? Lilia fast clear, can
I
give
really
vision as
think
well
it's
as
just
the
Edith.
bushes.
No?
Yeah, I think so. No, I didn't think so. Because I said it earlier because no one picked
Oh, with
Edith.
the Hilda and Harith?
No, still not.
The end of one thing is the beginning of
That's
another.
actually way better.
Oh my lord, GG.
What?
Oh, against
GG.
Harith as well?
And
Good
after we
game.
said that Esmeralda does not have a place in this meta,
We said it's
Conditional.
the bill.
conditional. Kevin,
Conditional.
we said it's conditional. We never said it was not in the meta.
Conditional.
It is, the conditions have been met.
Is this the debut pick, Esme Onic?
Yeah,
think
for
so,
Luke
right?
P, I believe. It's 3-0, by the way, I think. This is a, yeah.
You're calling it?
I'm calling it
What do
after
you think,
the draft.
Sheffin?
I think so.
Calling it too?
I guess.
All right, with the debut pick, Lilia for Sans signature pick, will this be enough to seal the deal for the Sky Kings to make it to the final upper brackets? Let's throw it over to our casters.
Thank you, panelists. And we are on the verge of Onic possibly making it a 3-0. Yesterday was a reverse sweep day. Will it happen today? We'll see that happen in the Land of Dawn as we take a look at game number 3. Onic against Geek Fam.
Potentially the last game, ladies and gentlemen. If Onic wins this, they will secure the final upper brackets, and that they will be a step closer in securing MSC. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the Land of Dawn.
MSC in Riyadh, obviously a ticket that they really want. Action in the mid lane though.
Oh, again, this time, it's gonna be a boy taken down first, yet again. Sans, he is hungry for blood.
What is happening with the games just dropping bodies in the 50th second of it starting? Look at Gobbs, he's gonna cut the lane because he knows against the Esmeralda it is tough work because it just chips down the shielding that the Hilda has and the Hilda needs. And this is why, this is, I think, yet another masterclass from Yeb. He's able to pick up 2 heroes that is very strong against the Faramis, which is the Lilia, as well as the Claude. Because Faramis entails you to group up, beneath the Netherrealm. And these are two AoE heroes, plus the Lilia that is so bursty. Taking a look at the emblems though, before that, Kyrie wants to go deeper. But yeah, again, I think the win cons for Onic are in the team fights. They have proper setup, plus their Esmeralda later on. That can just burst down the shields and have that anti-regen.
Oh, that's going to be a pull. Great flicker there. It's going to be Keyboy actually taken down. They have equalized kill. Wise, that's going to be Onic here, just slowing down. But yeah, you're right here. 4 Purifies also. Keep in mind, 4 Purifies on the board for Onic. They are really just respecting, and also like, hey, we got to Purify. What are you going to do, Kalea?
This is what we call an anti-Baloyski draft. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, you need escape mechanism from that Tsunami Slam because the Kalea can be such a menace with the pick-off style that it brings to the table as well. Gobs will zone out Kyrie, and the Shadow Kill pops.
Now that's going to be the Shadow Kill already pops. Lookby now trying to buy time, but seems like he will be punished. Turtle, Lookby's not punished. He survives. Turtle falls to Geek though. But Onic, they have secured a trade on towards Gob, so a turtle for a kill.
And we need to remember as well, Esmeralda is kind of mobile. I feel like it can go in and out. It has the ultimate. If push comes to shove, it has that option to just jump out of a sticky situation. And I think that's something that's very good that Lookby has been doing, right? He's able to just dish out the damage, try to hinder down Geek Fam's pressure, and he just pops out of the team fight, or rather that skirmish. So at least now Onic, they have set their footing. A boy might look for Keyboy.
Gotta be careful here. Keyboy has to Purify. Shortcut pops. Let's see. Kyrie jumps in. Severo as well. That's a stun. Tsunami Slam. Purify in response. Kyrie Netherrealm committed. That's gonna be Onic. Will they just back away?
Sans almost gets taken down there. But another plus point as well from this composition, right, is how much safety it has. Like, Claude has the BMI to just move back behind another pressure. Lookby, again, we talked about it, the ultimate. And then Kyrie. Plus Sans with the ultimate as well. You have those, that ultimate in the hands of Sans that could just make him aggressive. He will play aggressive. This is Sans' favorite hero. This is his signature pick. So I think it's a sweet treat for us seeing Sans with the Lilia. The Keyboy.
Don't Purify this sign. Flash course. Oh, under the turret, Severo's there, but Keyboy will be punished this time around. I do want to mention that Onyx formation or composition, their theme is speed / mobility. Yeah, all 5, right? It's either fast rotations, has speed, and let's see, will it come to fruition, or will Geek Fam actually force a game 4?
Again, with the chip, right? It enables you to just join the team fights again. We talked about this multiple times. It was picked up twice by Geek Fam, now snatched by Onyx. Meanwhile, the game turtle is their priority. Obviously, Baloyski will come forth. Keyboy.
Shortcut, great cancellation there. Netherrealm pops. Oh, Keyboy falls again. Now, Blazing Duet pops. That's going to be the Shadow Kill span as well. Shadow towards the back. Kenziski, very aggressive flickers out of danger. Loopy trying to catch Kenziski red-handed, but great spacing and backup. Geek Fam punishes.
Geek Fam are able to layer the team fights into perfection. They bait out the resources first. They don't commit into that one big team fight. They're able to just isolate Onic and stop them in the pedestal. Baloyski have been so active as well with the Kalea, just looking for that zoning potential, also moving into Onyx jungle to scout for information. That is something that Chip can do. The Kalea can do that as well. And now up top, Onic, oh wait!
Will this be a solo? I don't think so. It's a Hilda. Gobs will be able to retreat. But yeah, this time around it's a different feel. Game 1, Game 2, early game has been Onic, but this time it's actually 2K for Geek Fam.
This is the first time in the series that Geek Fam are able to clench control of the game. So far, they have been able to survive Onyx, I'd say, draft objective, because the fact that they picked up these type of heroes is number 1, to move very freely, to move in mobility, number 2, to burst down and play, to counter that Faramis Netherrealm. And so far, it's looking very good for them. Keyboy against Make-Its. Make-Its, where will you run?
Shortcut in hand, but seems like doesn't really find a connection there. Bottom side pushed, top lane destroyed. Geek Fam, they have all the prios.
I think for Geek Fam, it's all about surviving until the late game. I mean, Harith also, with 2 kills in the hands of Kenziski, will be a menace. I feel like it'll be an annoying force to deal with by Onic. But again, they have that Esmeralda to kind of chip in that shielding, and the survivability of the Hyra just becomes very, very low. For Geek Fam though, Tsunami Slam.
The connection onto it's the Hayabusa! Great BBB play once again. A Lutfi punish as well, and Geek Fam, they are in the jungles of Onic.
That's the ninja gone. Sans next on the chopping block. Gobs is there.
Oh, Black Shoes, Purify will save. No, not save Sans. That's gonna be Blazing Duet, actually. That's Nether Realm in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, 5K almost established by Geek as Kenziski wants some party, wants a party, and that will be Kenziski collecting a kill, though he will be punished.
Kyrie is back, and Gobs gets Severo. That's a total as well to boot. But Gobs now stuck in no man's land.
That's gonna be Gobs taken down. Kyrie picks up a double. Perhaps setting up a more kills there for Kai. Purple buff contest. Let's see.
Not even the Black Shoes was able to save Sans. So at least Geek Fam, they won that team fight with the Nether Realm being held until the last second. So that was very, very good coming in from Geek Fam. They're layering again, rationing that spell, that ultimate. The hands of a boy. They know, they want to make sure that Onic has expended so much until they pop it. Or maybe when push comes to shove, then it happens. But as of now, it's Geek Fam controlling the tempo again, dictating the game. 4K gold deficit for Onic. They have to crawl their way back. This Esmeralda though, come the late game, I feel like it'll get slower. It'll be held in place by Geek Fam. For Onic, they need to bank on Kyrie, on Severo as well, because the Claude is kind of weak in this state of the game. And now let's take a look at the items. Hunter Strike, 4x completed for the Hayabusa. Same goes for the Suyo. But Make It is 800 gold up ahead of Kyrie. Means that he has been farming pretty well with the pressure that Geek Fam is able to exert.
Oh, gotta be careful. That's a Black Shoes already triggered. Lutfi very low. Loyski doesn't really find connection. A Keyboy finds a flank. That's a shortcut pop. Kyrie jumps in all towards a boy who is very low and will be taken down.
Tsunami Slam connects and Kyrie has nowhere to go. Geek Fam, they turn.
Oh, the recovery is beautiful by Geek Fam. And Onic, they are starting to feel the nerves.
The smiling jungler smiles wide. Make it with the triple kill, cementing Geek Fam's domination in game number 3. And again, they look to siege this, but no minions, and the Holy Defense popped as well. They will seek and change their sights onto that mid turret. Down bottom, it's Severo again with the split push potential. Again, we talk about the shortcut from the chip that enables him to join the fight late.
Careful here, Onic. They will try to at least defend this holy shield. That's gonna be the shadow kill though.
No shadow kill connects, and Esmeralda jumps in. Lutfi has to go back up, just chips him down.
Oh my goodness, damage from a boy. Great calculation there. And that will be Lutfi punished. 20 seconds for him to get back up. Will that be enough for Geek to blitz this Lord?
Ooh, that was so close. Severo was recalling when Gobs was running onto him, and the Lord now. This is the question, right? Geek Fam, at least this Hilda has been a very pivotal tool for them to traverse and navigate around the team fights. The Hilda has been there to just soak up the damage and be the sandbag, the punching bag. And look at Onic, they don't want to contest this. They know they can't at this point of the game because they need the items, they need that damage to go through. As of now, it's only Onic watching from afar. And the Lord has been secured by Geek Fam. Will this be a 3-1? 6.4k gold lead. With the Lord as well coming in, they have that Holy Defense popped up top, so maybe they want to eye that spot, but as of now, it'll spawn in the mid lane.
Seems like Onic, they will not take any risk there to perhaps contest the Lord. They will choose to defend. Why? They have great high ground, right? Lilia, Claude, and Hayabusa. So let's see here, the defense from Onic, and also the offense from Geek Fam. The first time they have technically a threat in the series.
Onic, that's the Holy Defense popped as well. The second one, the Geek Fam are relentless to shove in the wave into the base. And down bottom is Gobs, just doing God's work of clearing that wave. And again, Holy Defense might just be popped. But as of now, it's Onic holding their base pretty well. No inhibitor turret taken down. Geek Fam also knows that they can't let it slip. They can't play this to a blunder. But Beloyski, I think Onic has to really pay attention to Beloyski. If possible, Tsunami Slam onto Kyrie, which, by the way, he doesn't have that Purifier, right? As the jungler, so they have that high priority target that they have to protect. But Beloyski, I think, so far with the Kalea, with Tsunami Slam, has been very on point on his target selection. So now Onic, he'll try to go out of the base, and is that a stolen orange buff by Kyrie?
Yeah, that was Kyrie just
That was Kyrie's.
on point on his retribution there.
Yep.
80 seconds on the next lord, though.
Yeah, Keyboy though, down bottom. Think he might look for something. Gobs, hello.
Gob says hi. Bot Shadow in response.
Whoa.
That's a flicker. Oh my goodness, power of Wilderness almost locking him down. Okay, Keyboy is there to provide a backup. Concealed Tarina at least by time. Uh-oh.
What?
Kyrie has a shadow. Kenziski, oh my goodness, this
Oh.
time around, Kyrie will not be able to find an escape play. But great, just great anticipation there from side of Geek.
Kyrie was caged like a bird. Up, Tsunami Slam.
That's a Purify. That's going to be the Geek fam keeping tabs on Sansa's Purify there. So that's great info, knowing that 30 seconds, the next neutral objective will be on the board.
It's odd to see the Hayabusa or Kyrie die 3 times in a single game. Usually we know him for being someone who's able to conserve himself and not die multiple times, but this Kalea again proving to be a problem. And that was also Gobs just running into the Hayabusa, and
Yeah.
Kyrie has no chance to go anywhere. Take a look at the items. The Harrow is insane, but Onic with the Rumble in the jungle.
Another realm. Let's see this fight. Make it trying to provide the damage. They have info. Keyboy very low. Kenziski has enough space to take him down. Look, he almost
Whoa.
taken down, but off-camera kill. Technically, Kyrie goes down for 30.
Everything swings to the favor of Geek fam. 9.3k gold lead, Tsunami Slam again.
Aw.
Purified.
Yeah, that's also, again, just info after info, right? No Purify, Sans, and Lutby.
Solo
Make it
Lord.
just solo Lord on the Suyo. Will we see a game 4? Perhaps.
Perhaps. Possibly. But we know Onic, they might turn things around, but as of now, I don't see that light in the end of the tunnel for Onic, because Geek fam has been able to win every single skirmish that they had so far, leading up to the mid-game to even late game now. We're entering that stage. The Lord does march into that mid side, so basically now, it's only Onic defending. Again, you mentioned it, they have good high ground defense. Sans, right? With the Lilia, it helps. The Blazing Duet from Severo might just look for a moment to then explode onto Geek fam, but as of now, it's Onic with their base just trembling.
Yeah, they're sacrificing their mid-turret here. Very natural. And let's see here. Geek fam, what will they do? Black Shoes triggered. Kenziski comes in with Challenge Force. Severo very low. Keyboy pops a Purify, but he will fall.
This might be the end. Onic, they have nothing else to fight for. As Geek fam, they will not go down without a fight. 2-1. And Geek fam, they get their first win of the series.
Onic still at match point, but wow, Geek fam showing another color in the series, and yeah, convincing stuff, convincing win. A Geek fam will force a game 4.
I don't understand. They were forcing the draft to be so favored on towards them. We talked about Onic having that masterclass